Hello everyone, my name is Claudia, and today I am going to show you part 2 of sublimation on socks. Part 1, we talked about how to make our faces on Canva. How can we decorate them in a way that look pretty, in a way that we can add some accents, some decorations here and there for our images to look a little bit better. So that was part 1. So today I'm going to show you actually how to put them on socks using sublimation. I finally got my order from Silky Socks, my favorite blank store for blanks, and I'm going to be using them for Christmas gifts. So I can't wait. I can't wait to start making this, and I can't wait to show you. Stay with me and let's jump in. Okay, we have our shirts here. This is so exciting, and I have the socks. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I open up my document right here. I always print from Word, and I'm gonna do my design in here. So I'm gonna bring my PNG here, and I'm gonna go to Layout, click on the image, and then I'm gonna do in front of text. So that way I'm able to move it, okay? And then I'm gonna turn it around because that way I'm gonna have 10.5, which I will not be able to do it if I stay in here. All right, so I'm gonna go 10.5. I'm just gonna go right to the limit of my page just for me to know limits and being able to measure exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna do 7.2, even though I know it's 7, but I'm gonna go 2 more just to make sure. And then I'm gonna change my size of the page. I'm gonna be printing legal size, and I'm gonna go 10.5. And that's it. Okay, so I have my size right here. Now, if you are saying, well, how do I know exactly which sizes I have? Or, it's hard sometimes to be precise when we are not looking exactly at the measurements right here. So one thing that I can tell you right here is you can go to layout, and then from there go to picture format, and you're going to see right here how big or how short your measures are, which in this case we have 10.8. We don't want that. We want it a little bit shorter. So I'm going to do 10.6, and I'm going to do 7.2. This one is correct. So you can see right here, and you can play around with the sizes of your image in case you want to do it a little bit bigger or a little. Okay, so now let's print. And what I'm gonna do right here, I am going to go to File. I'm gonna go to Print. I'm gonna choose my printer, which is Epson EcoTank 1500. And I'm gonna go and show you my settings. I always use paper matte, presentation matte. I use high quality. I do mirror, which is very important in this case because we have text. It would not be that important if we only have images, but in this case, we also have some writing in there, some letters, so we want them not to be backwards. I want to go to my settings. I do density 6, and I'm going to go here also in custom advanced, and I do 3, 4, 3. And also, I'm going to be matching my density with the other one. Okay, mirror image, 8 point by 14. Select, I'm going to do tray. And let's do it. Let's print. And I'm gonna do 2 because I have my 2 socks. Okay, let's do it. Okay, one thing that is important right here is to always keep our tumbler with a liner. So what I'm gonna do right here, I have 2 pieces of butcher paper, and what I'm gonna do here, I am going to do my liner. Your liner, you wanna make sure that it covers your whole tumbler. That way, you don't get any ink. And you want this to be tight. So I'm gonna just roll, and when it's done, I'm just gonna do heat tape around. And what I'm doing right here, I'm just rolling my butcher paper, clean butcher paper. I don't change this that often, but occasionally I do have to. And the reason is because you don't want your ink to go on your tumbler. You want to clean your you want to keep your tumbler nice and clean and free from ink, because that way your projects are going to be nice and clean. Okay, and I'm going to do another one to make sure that I cover my two rounds. Okay, and I'm going to start just right here. And this is tight. Make sure that you cover the length of the whole tumbler. And I'm just rolling. I'm going to cut the excess. Okay, our next step is to wrap our sock. And what I'm doing right here, I just need to make sure that it's nice and tight. So what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to start right here. I'm going to position my sock. Make sure that it's all the way to the top where I want my design to start. And then I'm going to wrap it in here. And I can see my images are going to overlap a little bit. So I'm going to cut just a tiny bit, not a lot. Okay, and maybe that will give me a little bit of more. Okay, I wrap tight. And I use my heat tape to secure it. I try to be generous. I know, I understand that the heat tape sometimes is like, well, it's expensive. I understand, but you know what? The more secure your image is, it's not going to move. So it's going to stay the way it is. So in a way, you're gonna get better results. Done. Like that and like that. And I usually go around on top as well. And for that, I need my other tape. I'm gonna go get it. Give me a second. Okay, I have my heat tape all around on top of my sock, and I have my foot hanging right here. So now let's put it in the heat press. And I have it set up at 395, and I'm gonna do 37 seconds. Let's start right here. And make sure that your heat press is a little bit tight. You don't want to be too tight, but at the same time, you want to struggle a little bit when you close it. And let's just wait our 37 seconds. And I open and then I turn. And I'm gonna do 37 and I do 15 seconds now only. Tune, and now I open. There we go. And I'm gonna take it out and just let it set and put my other one in here while I prepare the other one. All right, now let's see how this one came out. And so far so good. Look at the colors. Nice, pretty colors. Nice, pretty images. Nice, nice, nice. So far so good. Let's continue. Keep our fingers crossed. And look at that. So this is our first one. Let's look at the second one. And I'm cutting the excess around a little bit with the scissors, just making sure that you don't cut your socks, right? We just have to carefully go cutting around a little bit. And there we go. So I'm able to put my heat tape around my edge. And secure my edges right here. Just my edge right here. Okay, and let's take it to the heat press.